Welcome to another episode of Husbands Watching Housewives. I'm Scott.
And I'm Jeff.
And we just watched an episode of The Real Housewives of Rhode Island.
Episode 3.
Episode 3, season 1. That's an easy one for me to remember.
Yes.
An easy,
season are we in? 1.
Easy 1 for me to remember. So, yeah. It was as far as the third episode of a first season, it was pretty good.
Yeah, I feel like there's people believing Doris was hyping up this episode, and I was like waiting for like the big thing, and there were things that happened, but it wasn't, it
wasn't like ground
explosion
and explosive.
Yes, it didn't like shift the entire.
I don't know, like the fact that like the whole big thing is Joellen and Rulla, like the fact that Joellen just walked up to Rulla and was like, "We got to talk." That was
they could have just avoided each other. Someone could have been like, "Hey, you guys, like." But the fact that she's like, let's do this.
Yes. So
that's an admirable thing.
I really thought so as well. But where did we start off with this?
The planning of the Studio 54 party, the second Studio 54 party in
Bravo of not even this year, of this month.
Of this week.
Yeah.
Because there's a continuation.
Oh, true. Very true.
And Beverly Hills.
I mean,
I get it. It's cute, 54, Studio 54.
All these themes must go in waves, though. Like, I'm sure, and I don't want to be reductive and say, but like, is it all like on Pinterest or something? Is it just like Studio 54 parties are all the rage?
I think so. I think just having a disco party. My thing with a disco party is that people always go dumb. And just like, let me slap on an Afro wig and like these like parties. It gets so Party City, which is the opposite of Studio 54. If you were wearing that attire, you would not be able to get into Studio 54.
Right.
It shouldn't just be like, oh, let me throw on some like white shirt and I'm John Travolta. There's more thought that needs to go into it.
But there's people though that like, that's the difference I think between Studio 54 and a disco party. Because if you go disco, you think like.
But I mean, that's what everyone's doing disco. They're all like in like tacky platforms, tacky bell bottoms.
I think
wigs.
they're the ones that don't get it. And I think that's, you're separating the knowers from the.
A lot of people didn't get it. Like some, when we get to it, some were fine. Some didn't understand the assignment.
That's why now. Who didn't understand the assignment?
Well, I feel like Alicia was dressed like not ice skater, Dancing with the Stars person.
You didn't like Kelsey's outfit. I don't.
It was cute.
I don't think that it was like particularly of the era.
It was kind of Cher-like. So you know what? I like it more, so I'll come back to it.
All right.
Liz was great in both her outfits. I don't know what. I love that Rosie's whole commentary of like, so I had my period, I got bloated, I couldn't fit into the other outfit. But then the pants I'm wearing now are very tight. So why didn't you just wear the other outfit?
I don't know. Like, I feel like because it was one piece in a jumpsuit.
Maybe it would have been more
like
unforgiving.
It might have been too poochy in the front area.
That's true.
That's my guess.
Yeah, but she didn't get it. And then I think Ashley, was very close to it. Her husband was dressed like Keith Partridge.
Yeah, like her.
Not Studio 54.
Right.
Partridge Family. And then Dolores was wearing some sort of ice skating skirt. And
Rulla was just dressed for.
Rulla was just like, I'm wearing slinky.
Yeah.
Kind of revealing see-through. And it just didn't. Yeah. That's my thing. Like, I love the 70s. That's why I'm really particular about this. I love the 70s, but I would never have a 70s party because it would annoy me how people would do this. Yes. And I can't just be an ass and be like, you have to dress this and that. Like I'm Steve
we
Rebell.
Would keep you at the door like Steve
Rebell.
And you'd be like, no, go home, change.
I mean, I get it. People aren't going to put a lot of thought into it. It's going to be last minute, but it's not what you're thinking it is.
And what I love about your commentary on this is it's not as though we have an outfit for a Studio 54 party.
No, but I would get a whole of it. I have a vision in my mind of what we would wear if we ever had a 70s party, but we would like go above board, whereas others would not. And it would just bug me, and I just can't do it.
Here, I thought I was setting you up for the perfect right. That's why we wouldn't go to a Studio 54 party, because I wouldn't show up and like pretend to know, or
No.
But wow, you have it thought out and.
I had totally thought out of big bow ties and like velour and Yes.
Okay.
And like a really good afro, not like, like the shake and go afro.
Oh, well, actually invest in an afro, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Would you be wearing the afro, or would you make me?
I would wear the afro because
just making sure.
Yes.
Interesting. I know you.
So, I have a lot of thoughts.
I know that you've. I know you. I'm married to you. I know that you have a lot of thoughts about these things. I didn't know you had this many thoughts about it, though.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Interesting.
I do think Beverly Hills did it better in terms of the 70s of it. Because it's Beverly Hills.
Well, and it's also Rachel Zoe. I mean,
right? You couldn't go Party City of Rachel Zoe.
Right.
Whereas with Liz, it's like
kick you out. She'd be like, no.
Yeah, or her son would be like, no.
Was he supposed to be Steve Rubell? Was that something we were missing?
No, he was just the door guy. Because Steve Rubell wasn't the door guy. He would just like sometimes
stand behind the door guy. Yeah.
But usually he would be inside.
True.
But sometimes he would just like grab someone from the crowd. So that guy was just like a doorman. Mm-hmm. So
gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay. So before the party, though.
Yes. So basically,
Liz was on a bike ride
with her husband, and they were talking about the Dino thing, which there's a lot of feelings from her about this Dino thing that just continues throughout the episode.
Yes.
And she's really, really sensitive about it.
Yeah. They made it very, very clear that photo they keep showing of Dino and her is very, very old. Because when Dino shows up,
I was like,
is this Dino in the room? But no, I mean, I think we were all aware of that because Liz was a face ago in that photo.
Face ago.
And, well, she didn't have her Dolores face then.
Correct.
She was a little bit more, her natural self.
Right.
And so, obviously it was from another time, but I don't know why they would choose that photo. Like, I thought for a minute that, that's the only photo that, Dino would, Dino wasn't going to be on camera is what I was thinking.
Dino was not mic'd. Dino really said hi to Jerry, and then Dino went into the party. It was funny how they set it up so, I want to show everybody that, we, he's just a friend, and we're all hanging out at Jerry's party, and it's cool. But yet he talked to no one except for Jerry, and then disappeared into the party.
Jeff, I want to go to Seawall with Dino and Jerry.
Is that a restaurant?
No, Seawall's just out at the ocean, at the wall.
Okay, that's okay. Yeah.
Just, I mean, it could be a restaurant too.
Yeah.
But no, I just think she wanted to go out to the edge of the water. I want to go to the Seawall. I mean, I hate. I'd feel shitty kind of bagging on people when they're clearly had one too many.
And they're one in the bag?
Yeah, well, few in the bag. But she was definitely feeling her feelings and all that. But, I mean, whether that's because she just, I don't know, whether she wanted to, it was clearly top of her mind that this, people were talking about her, and whether it was genuinely out of I just want to show people that nothing's going on, or she genuinely just likes this guy and they're all close, and
that's her best friend. And I feel there's, I don't know.
It would be,
I don't know what to think because the way she's acting is very sus, but I also think, she is not trying to put that out there, and she loves Jerry, but it's really, I don't know. It's I guess we're supposed to believe Jerry was out of town a lot for work or whatever he was doing.
No, for his sport fishing.
Sport fishing, thank you.
3 out of 4 weeks a month.
Correct. And so he basically sent Dino to take
care of my wife. Yeah.
like a Rhode Island Renee Zellweger in Cold Mountain. Here I am. and they became best friends. And
I'm just trying to think if there's an equivalent of I don't know, any friends that we have that if you were out of town a lot, you'd be like, hey, just go check on Scott. Or vice versa. If you were alone here for 3 weeks of the month,
right,
and I was traveling, I know this, but maybe I'd call Ben and be like, just stop in and check on him. You wouldn't become his best friend, but he'd at least, there's got to be someone
you said more so Craig.
Or, yeah.
Or Wes.
No, I don't know. It's just, that's the thing is you're good by yourself is one of the problems.
As are you.
well, am I?
Well, I think you would go out.
I mean, I'd go find people to
exactly.
Like, I wouldn't need someone to come check on me. I would take care of. I'm self-sufficient. I'm a self-cleaning oven.
Yeah, but it is that whole idea of like, the woman's at home alone. Not that she needs protecting, but it's she's lonely, but not in a I want you to check on my wife.
Right,
it's more just like I want you to hang out, and so she's not like stir crazy.
Keep her company.
Yeah. I don't know. I don't know what to think of it, and yeah.
I mean, I'm gonna go ahead and take her at her word right now and just say that there's nothing going on, and I don't think there's any reason that there would be. I mean, sure, maybe there's a weird throuple thing going on, but like, there's no reason to believe that.
Neither of those men would do the throuple when it's two dudes. Fact.
Maybe one day, maybe they have a cuck chair somewhere. I don't know. Maybe
that I would believe, but not a throuple like we're all kumbaya
in the same bed together.
No,
they tag in.
So this is not like a fraternity party and like Sigma Kappa screw you.
I don't know what it is. I don't know what happens in the ocean state. Okay. Oh, can we talk about the taglines real quick?
Oh yeah.
They're all weak. Every single one of them. Weak. I like
Joellen's. I like what they're doing. There's not like it's really hard to like to reinvent the wheel with taglines. Everyone, as we saw in Atlanta, in a world of, it's just really, you just can't. There's only so much you can do.
Yeah.
So I like them for what they were.
It
described everyone's personality. I liked Ashley's of, I'm like a rom-com, sometimes I'm crying and I'm laughing. It was just, it fit their personalities well.
Yeah.
Or what their business is, or I'm a reporter and I'm the main story. It worked well. Except Rulla.
What was Rulla's?
I'm something about great life and I'm a loyal wife. She rhymed, but it ended with loyal wife. And it was the loyal wife part isn't what we're worried about here.
Well, we're just going to get to that then.
Yeah.
Because first off, Joellen walking up to them at the party and say, hey, we need to talk. My husband wants to talk to you as well. And I thought they were going to split off.
Same.
And that the two men were going to go and talk about it, and then they would go off.
It's good they didn't, because then it's like we all are on the same page of what happened here.
Yeah.
And what basically happened is that Rulla's husband, Brian?
I don't remember.
I can't remember. It's hard.
We just watched it.
Too many men. Too many men.
Yeah.
Rulla's husband had a friend who's connected to Joellen's work, and he sent nasty words. Not nasty words, but like, a complaint. He filed a complaint because Joellen was gossiping about him and his situation with his wife and the affair. And you don't bring something to someone's work. And
absolutely.
She was pissed off. Her husband was pissed off. He's like, don't mess with like putting food on my kid's table, yada, yada, yada. He didn't deny it.
He didn't say one peep about it. And every time Rulla kept looking at him to say, like, for some sort of visual reassurance of like, come on, he was not giving it.
He said, I'm talking about this part of things, not the affair thing.
Oh, okay. Oh, gotcha.
He didn't deny filing this complaint.
Right.
He basically is like, I spoke to my friend, yada, yada, yada. I wanted her to stop talking about me.
Right.
And pissed off Jerry. He's like, you should just come to me. We would still look like men.
That drove me nuts. I just do not like it when the husbands are like, you could have talked to me and I would have put her, like, he pretty much said I would have like taken care of her or something like it. The equivalent of I would have like kept her in line. And it's just like, no. Yeah. No one keeps their partner. I don't like that. I mean, maybe some people, that's their idea of marriage, but not for me. I don't like that.
It's very like old school, like 1950s.
Yes.
Traditional marriage. So that part I didn't deny. When they went further into it, Joellen kept saying the affair. It was, you could tell it was pissing off Rulla, because she's like, I don't want to talk about this. Now that is my husband, and the affair is over. But you were saying, because I kind of missed it, that Joellen was saying the affair is not over.
Joellen was saying the affair is not over. She that's what she said on her kids, that it's still happening.
Okay.
That like, this is not done. Like, this is still happening. And then that's, again, she's saying that in front of the husband, and the husband just kind of like sitting there, and it's not like he was sitting there like shrugging it off and like, whatever.
Right.
He was just sitting there almost defeated. The way he was sitting there, just kind of shoulders down, like,
I want to go home.
Like, I'm not going to argue this with you. And every time Rulla looked over, like, aren't you going to say something? He wouldn't say anything because Joellen's right. I mean, I can't. I
feel like in the next episode, he's going to say, like, well, I wasn't going to, unleash on a woman and whatever. I'm not going to fight with her. But, of course, it's not true.
Rulla is so desperately trying to believe her husband.
Yeah.
She wants every reason to believe. And even to what she was saying with her Lebanese friends at the dinner or the lunch, that like lunch, right? Yeah. She doesn't want, she wants to believe that everything is good and she wants to keep things together for the family and the kids and everything. But the amount of time she was stating that and reassuring things for her friends, it sounds to me like one of those classic, like, who are you trying to convince situations.
Well, also it's like, you are not fully over what happened, and you're trying to be because you don't want to get divorced again.
Oh, that
was killer.
With the producer, like, Paul, weren't you divorced?
I don't want to talk about that.
I'm not here to talk about that.
Why are you on the show then? I'm going to keep saying this, Rulla. Why are you doing this show?
Baffles me. I mean, again, it could be one of those situations, where like she's on the show because she sees a divorce coming and wants the money and maybe wants to use
it her way.
Yeah, or there's a crack, the door's cracked, and she wants to force the door the rest of the way open
and push him out of it.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know what ledge this door is on for this analogy, but...
Well, also she's a financial planner, so I think she's got her ducks in a row if they
think so.
To divorce.
I was jumping over... I mean, we can get there now or later, but the whole Alicia conversation...
Oh, yes.
Other than the dolls, that was...
You had me at Tupperwares.
When we first saw those dolls in previous episodes, I assumed it was her daughter's like playroom or something. But the fact that she has a collection of those are brats, right?
They're like brat adjacent.
They look very brat-like for sure.
Their heads aren't big enough, but they are brat adjacent.
I mean, I think it's endearing, and I don't want to be diminutive and say adorable, but the fact that she's geeking out about these dolls and like, oh, look how they have different eyeliners and they all have different makeup, like the lipstick's different and the different sparkly, like the fact that she's noticing all these things. I love a good geek out over whatever.
I love dolls. They're like a work of art.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But like, oh my God, that was like, I don't know.
She's really interesting.
Yeah. It's borderline embarrassing though. And then for her to go on national TV and be like, yeah, these dolls. It's just like, it's so unapologetic. And then who was meeting her? Not Kelsey.
Yeah, Liz.
Liz was just like, all right, yeah, the dolls.
Liz is like, what? She stopped mid-sentence. What is going on?
Yeah. But I mean, everyone has a collection of something. I mean, I guess we don't really, do we? Well, I mean, that's because we don't want to move things in boxes every time.
Right, we like things, but we don't know enough to have a whole...
I guess I have digital collections of things, like photos and things.
You have a lot of photos on
digital,
yes.
Yeah, it reminded me, like, I took all the trouble a couple of years ago to take everything off my old laptop and put it on my new laptop. Turns out they just moved the folders over. None of the photos are there. So I have to figure all that out again. So every photo I took since I was like 22 is on that shitty laptop.
Thing, right, yes.
So upset. But anyway, yeah.
A lot got accomplished in the scene with Alicia. Basically, went for the dolls to apologizing to Liz for the whole Dino thing.
Which I don't think Liz really, she's like, okay, I guess so.
She's like, I get it, we're doing a show.
Right.
But still, she'll get there with Kelsey. And then we go into Alicia not wanting to get married because her father left her and her mother and took the house and they had to get out of there. And she's just really which would make you think, well, and all of her aunts are divorced. So she hasn't had a good role model for a good marriage. So that's why there's been engaged as long as her child has been alive.
But then on top of that, to find out that her husband keeps everything in his name.
That's a little scary.
Yeah. And I mean, I don't know what the laws are in New Jersey. We should ask It's not New Jersey. They're in Rhode Island. See, they act like so New Jersey that I keep forgetting about it. I don't know what the laws are in Rhode Island, but like you'd think that marriage would afford her some sort of community property or some at least claim to the assets.
Doesn't matter if you're married or not. You should, as Liz said, be 50-50 on everything, because what if
But I mean, I think that just goes to show you that there's a lot of different ways to do marriage. And,
And she's saying there's a prenup where she gets nothing.
I guess that's what it was, like that he proposed that. That just seems, I don't know. But then at the same point, I mean, I guess at that point, like, where it's the same difference whether they're married or not. If she's not married, she gets nothing. If she's married, she gets nothing. Yeah. So what's the point of being married?
Yeah.
So then she's under an extra rule. Like, then she can't leave if shit gets real bad, So it's just sad to hear, though. Like, you'd like to think that everyone...
Yes, because if something does happen, then she's really screwed, and she's just like her mother in the same situation.
I mean, maybe they have like a will or something set up where if something happened to him, it would all go to the daughter, and then, something like that. At least make sure the kids are taken care of.
Because what does Alicia's job? Does she have a job, or is she just a homemaker?
I think she's just
not just a homemaker. Is she a homemaker?
I don't think she is working outside the house.
Okay.
If I recall.
Okay.
And I don't know what her background is, but yeah.
Yeah. No, you're right, because Liz said, I want you to have a job. I want you to be able to, basically to have some sort of stability or something outside of him. Because he has all these businesses and you do not. Yeah,
that's a really scary way. I can't imagine living my life like that.
Right. If like everything was in your name, it would just be weird, Yeah,
and then it seems like an old-fashioned way. Like, what would be my reasoning for putting it all in my name and keeping it out of your name? And that would just be control to make sure that you couldn't have not a thought of your own, but if you had a desire to do something that I didn't approve of, then I could stop it from happening. But I don't know. There's got to be something else besides.
I want, Alicia to have something else outside of this, because I like.
Is she on Watch What Happens Live?
No, it's Liz.
It's Liz? Okay. Oh, right. I was just wondering, actually, I think that's something Andy would ask about.
Oh, between that and like running over the woman? Yes, for sure. It's like the woman she ran over, the dolls, the being engaged for like up teen years, not have your name on anything. The dolls.
The running the woman over. Yeah. It's weird. Alicia's living the opposite of Dorit and PK's life. Whereas everything's in Dorit's name in their marriage.
Right.
Interesting. So, are we missing anyone? Oh, we got to meet Kelsey's man friend.
Bill.
Or Billy, or William, depending on how you want to call him.
Billy Bob.
Blonde guy.
Blonde guy, very blonde. They've known each other since high school.
Yeah.
He has a lot of forehead. He's a good-looking dude. Yeah. His outfit to the party... Again, are you doing like slutty accountant?
I mean, he had the body to pull it off.
He has the body, yes, but it was just really like, I didn't understand where he was going.
Was it slutty accountant or slutty boy band accountant? Because it was a little, I think whenever you wear a vest with no shirt underneath, it is screaming boy band.
And this like the enormous like arm tattoo and like these big guns and I didn't understand. And the pants were very tight.
Yeah.
And
I mean, I think your exact words were, he looked a little gay.
I mean, I don't mean that in a bad way.
No, of course not. But he not that he looked more stylish than I think we expected him to look.
Right.
Is that what you're meaning by it?
Just more.
Or that he liked to have sex with men.
No, I'm not saying that. I'm just saying also the color of said two-piece. It was just...
The pink, you mean?
Yes. It was really... I don't know what party he was going to. People didn't know what party they were going to.
Not everyone has a 70s outfit ready to go, let alone a high-end... non-stereotypical 70s outfit.
Slutty accountant.
I was not meaning to put you on the spot by bringing that out. I just thought it was
calling you a raging homophobe.
I mean, if the shoe fits. No, kidding. No, I just thought it was an interesting comment and, not totally untrue. Like, no, I think where I took it from you is that more that like he seemed... I wouldn't say he's like, so secure in his masculinity.
No, it's he doesn't know any better. Because some guys do that and they just don't know any better.
Right.
And they don't have what to say, why are you doing that?
Right. It's sometimes it's a thin line between I just don't give a fuck and I just don't know any better.
Correct. And that's where it goes really wrong.
Right. And I think that's where I was bringing your comment, because I think he didn't know any better versus he didn't give a fuck.
He had no one. He got dressed on his own and showed up, slapped a mic on him, and he went into that party, and the PAs were like, shh. But they didn't say a damn word.
Yeah.
They're like, go on, Billy boy.
I thought it was interesting that Kelsey said that, like, he was a friend of Liz and Jerry's. So, like, he would have been there regardless. They weren't hard launching anything. Although I think having your other piece on national TV in your third episode is a bit of a hard launch.
It's really, and also we're talking about, wanting to have kids, and, basically he can give her everything except the lifestyle. It's so almost rom-com-y. Not rom-com-y. It's more like that whole,
You mean wrong-com-y? Okay.
It's that more like drama of, like, in a movie, I'm with this dude who's so rich, and, like, I love the lifestyle, but then here's my actual future, because this dude's going to want to marry me, whereas I'm just a sugar baby, and he can give me children, and this dude already has kids. There's no interest in having.
There's a Venn diagram here, because I think you just described a Hallmark movie, but then I realized there's a very good intersection with that in a Lifetime movie.
Yes, very much so, yeah.
And I mean the kind where it's like murder weekend,
Well, in this, if it's a Lifetime movie, yes, someone's definitely getting murdered, because that's what happens.
I honestly... Like, I don't know what kind of, obviously none of us know what kind of arrangement Kelsey has with her sugar daddy, but I would be really pissed off if I was him that she's going on TV, like, just declaring, here's my other guy. But again, given that he's big in reality TV and encouraged her to be on the show.
And that's his own other girlfriend.
Right. I feel like he must have known this was happening, or like, fine, do whatever you want. Mm-hmm. But, like, still.
She would have run it by him because she wouldn't want to endanger the situation.
Right.
Yes.
But, yeah, I don't,
Yeah, it's just it's a weird situation.
Yeah, very much so.
It's cute, though.
Yeah.
In his way.
Right. That's weird. You don't like blonde guys.
I don't. I think I'm looking at the body.
I don't know why when I immediately saw him, I started thinking of Secret Lives of Mormon Wives.
It's the hair.
Is it? So you thought the same thing?
No, but when you just said it, it's the hair.
All right.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was like, I feel like he should be walking in with a swig.
That hair took time. And that's good example. Mormon men, they don't know any better, and they dress weird.
Or at least the husband
on Secret Lives of Mormon Wives. Yes.
Okay.
Add in, like, being on a reality show. Yes. It's not a good recipe.
Got it.
Yeah.
Okay. Rosie had a little thing going on. She's washing her Mary Kay car.
That's such an ugly freaking car.
I don't know why anyone would want a pink car. Or a matte black car either, but
it's just, I get you like pink, you don't need a pink car.
Yeah.
What I love about Rosie is that she says all the quiet parts out loud, and just like in a tone that's really interesting. Do you know what I mean? Like, she's like, no. Like, it's just, I'm like, what? Like, I'm bloated, I'm on my period. Yes, her whole thing was sitting down and basically saying, I don't want to be a mom again.
Oh, right.
Family issues, past trauma of having a bad relationship with her mom, and she doesn't want to be a mom, and but maybe someday she will, and her husband, who looks good in some scenes and not good in other scenes.
There's a term for that. I forget what it is. I keep wanting to say butterface, but that's not true. It's not Monet, because he doesn't look good far away either. It's just like...
He looks better far away, because he showed up at that party and there was a long shot, and I was like, he looks good there.
Yeah.
But it was really up close, and he's corny, as she said.
Yes, and I think that lends to him just being gomery and goobery. I'm just kind of like,
it's a little gomery. And also, he's a Sinatra interpreter.
I forgot about that until halfway through. I was like, wait a minute, what's the appeal? Oh, right, he's the Sinatra interpreter.
Right, not impersonator.
Yes, interpreter. But yeah, he's really goobery.
Yes.
So, and it doesn't help that he was making cheesy jokes, and it just was not.
They've been together for a year. And
I'm married for a year.
Married for a year.
Yes. Amateurs. We've been married for what, 3 now?
It'll be 4 in June.
4?
Yeah. It's a lot.
It's a lot.
So yeah, I was like, they had their whole marriage like married scene, and then it was Ashley and her husband, and
they showed up.
I
thought it was funny that Jared was like, "Nice car" to her husband, the pink Jeep.
I was gonna say they had their scene together where again they were talking about Audrey's.
Oh, at dinner,
and how he's, that's their other child, and even though he's with her, his head is at Audrey's, and she's concerned because he works so many hours and it's like wearing him down, and I think at some point if the show carries on, they will close Audrey's, because I think he's basically saying I'm not making much money from it,
or find someone to take it over, and that sort of thing. Yeah. Well, I mean, I think I don't know, like,
because it doesn't seem like he's getting to the point where he could have somebody be his
manager or whatever.
Right.
Yeah.
He's doing everything.
Yeah, and I think the thing might be though is that it's probably enough if you wanted your every day of your life to be going in and running that, and like you're cool just waking up and going down to downtown and like, all right, everybody. But clearly with what she makes in her job and her influencing and everything far surpasses whatever he's doing. So he can't even feel like he's contributing. But like if they're
very Mormon wives.
Yeah. So like, but it's a much better communication, I feel.
Well, also he actually has a job compared to like a lot of the Mormon husbands.
Right. But I mean, that's the thing I think with a lot of business ownership is that it ekes out enough to take care of you and your immediate family in a modest way.
Yeah.
But, it's probably always on a shoestring, always on the edge of being profitable or not being profitable for that matter. And so like if you're content with just like, this is our life, waking up, making coffee, hanging out with the locals and then going home at night,
It's a nice quiet life, but like in modern times, or if you're living a simpler life,
right,
and you're not on the Real Housewives of Rhode Island, it could be fine, but
right,
yeah.
But it's still not the glamorous thing, especially when you come from, being on TV and all that stuff. And so, yeah, I can see it.
Yeah,
but
I like him a lot. I think he's like, funny. They're cute together, and the fact that he was like, I did Chippendales for like one night. It was really cool. It's like, okay.
I did want to see him with his shirt off.
He had a lot. I thought it was fake hair, but that was actually real hair. It seems like that swirl.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I feel like if you're going to a 70s party and you have the chest hair, you're going to zhuzh that up. And
like Larry from Three's Company.
I like that's where your mind goes is Richard Klein.
Yeah. He had very prominent chest hair.
Well, it was the 70s.
Yes.
And early 80s. So who have we missed? And we get
the party. We were talking about like people sitting down and talking, the two couples. Yeah. So basically it ends with Kelsey saying the wrong thing to Liz of, the ongoing thing with Dino, and Liz just freaks the F out.
Yeah, it was basically, because she said, like, is that a good idea considering the ongoing? And I think that's what triggered her, is just like, there's nothing to consider. Like, there's no ongoing. So
right.
Why would I even worry about that? And like, again, you of all people. And that's when.
Oh, yeah, exactly. Yeah.
That's when Liz also points out that Kelsey has a relationship with Dino of some sort.
Right. The way she was hinting at that.
Right. We don't quite know what that is yet, but I'm assuming since apparently Kelsey dates multiple people that maybe they dated.
And she likes an older man.
Yeah. And maybe she dated in the past. We don't know what Dino does for a living, so that might also determine if he's got money or whatnot. So, yeah.
I don't think anyone has more money than her main dude.
Oh, certainly. Certainly not.
That house.
Have you ever known a kept person?
No. It'd be really interesting. I have not.
I don't know that I have.
I don't have interesting friends like that.
There's a couple people I've suspected in the past that might be in it for the money, but I've always thought like of them, well, you might want to aim higher. Like if that's your goal, aim higher. I mean, you're well-to-do, but not like this isn't a guaranteed thing. So yeah, but no, I'd be curious to talk to someone who genuinely is like in a relationship because they're taken care of, but like also it'd be interesting to hear like if they're genuinely interested in the person or whether it's just like it's money,
Right. Because it could go either way.
For sure.
Yeah.
Like I've thought about I'm not, I haven't thought about it in the past, but like, when I was in my 20s or something and in debt, it's like, oh, could you imagine meeting someone twice your age who money was no object and be like, oh, that debt? I'll pay that off for you. And like, imagine like how quickly that just like that one little favor just skyrockets and snowballs into, oh, you want to go to France? Let's go to France. Let's go do that. Right. Whatever you want to do, you go do. I'm just like, that would just be insane.
I've never known anyone that rich. We don't know people like that.
I've been around...
comfortable people, but we don't know, like, richy rich people.
No. Not that I'm aware of.
I mean, there was that time I went to Mark Cherry's house, but that was like one night when I was like, whoa, you have a big house. You're pretty rich. That was like the top...
You need to specify why you were there, because I was just talking about dating someone, and no.
Oh, sorry. I was connected to...
an agency,
a
talent agency, not an escort agency, nothing like that. We're not throwing any of that out there. I just want to be clear here.
Yes. Yeah.
See, I love you because you weren't even thinking those things.
Whatever. Okay. So basically, yes, my boss, in my former life, I worked in the entertainment industry as an assistant.
No bunny ears around entertainment industry.
No.
Yeah.
Yes. I worked for a talent agency, and we represented Mark Cherry, and I got to go to his house because he was doing a fundraiser for GLAAD, basically. This is like season 2 or 3 of Desperate Housewives, top of the game, and all the women were there, all the housewives, and it was just like, whoa. It's like, it was my favorite show. So it's like stepping into your favorite show, which is just really weird. And they're all there and, whatever. So, but yes, he has an enormous house, because he got like a shit ton of money for that show. And it was like, whoa, you are rich. I'm in a rich person's house. But it wasn't like, I have a butler. It's just more like, I'm just very rich.
Right.
It's not like, Tom Cruise rich.
Right.
There's different levels of rich. So, but no, I was not trying to be Mark Cherry's sugar baby. I don't think that term existed at that time.
Oh, it exists. It's existence. As long as there's been money, that's existed. Yes. Don't you worry. So
it's true. There's always been sugar daddy. So
yeah,
and so you have to be a sugar baby.
Yeah. Yeah, it's interesting. We should talk more about this off pod. But yeah, I don't know that I don't know who the richest person I've ever met is, and I think that's the one thing that I always try to maintain is that I have friends who make 3 times more than I do,
right?
And when I hang out with them, I'm just try to just like treat them like anyone else,
because it doesn't come up because it doesn't affect us. We split the bill,
right?
The same
exactly.
way.
And so it's like I'm going to split the bill, and like even I will always offer to go halvesies on stuff, even though I know that like to them like it's like they're like please. But I think that's the thing is like I don't ever want to be there and like expect other people to take care of it. Like if I'm not going to go, if I'm expecting them to pay for me. And then if I say, hey, I can't go because it's out of my price range, they'll be like, I got you. And I'm like, okay, are you sure? Cool, let's go. But I just couldn't imagine being in a relationship. But
it's so unequal too. You know, like what
the power dynamic is just off.
Right. Because she doesn't have her own situation.
I mean, unless she's getting an allowance that like is hers outright, that she gets to sock away in her own bank account and everything. Like,
but much like Alicia,
but
like, what is her job?
Prostitution, though. I mean, that's what I just don't understand.
Yeah, it's a fine line. But yeah, if I was her, everything that we said this before, like you should be prepared for a hard launch out of the mansion, and you should have some sort of situation going. It's not connected to another man. You shouldn't just like bounce to Bill because he can then like, keep you somewhat comfortable and you can have kids. You should like have a job.
Right.
Yeah.
Like as a real housewife.
Right. No. This job should never be your primary source of income.
It could be launching into one,
You need to launch. Yes, you use it.
Yes.
You use the platform to launch yourself. Yes. But it should never be your primary because then you get really, really deep and desperate, and then you're a desperate housewife and not in the good way.
Fair enough.
So, yeah.
Sorry, I didn't mean to like spiral into the whole concept of sugar, sugar and everything. But no, it's interesting. Like, it's easy to say. It's not even easy to say. Like, I think it would be much easier to become kept than you think it would be. Because again, just they're like, oh, you want that? There you go. It's yours. And you're like, oh, okay. What else I got to do?
I don't know if I want to be kept. I just don't want to work.
Well, that seems to be her motivation.
Like I would be, I'll clean and cook, and I just don't want to like go into an office and deal with people.
Right.
And like have annoyances. I just,
Understandable.
Yeah.
So I feel like Kelsey and Erica should talk. I feel like they might have a lot of overlap in there.
Our Erica?
No, Erica Jane. Erica Jane.
Erica Jane would be like, girl.
She probably has some good advice. So like, here's what you got to do.
Yeah.
Or they would be like, are you doing this? All right, good girl. You doing this? Yeah. All right. So.
But I think Erica would definitely be like, you need to have another source of income.
Right.
Like, for sure.
Have you considered an outlandish pop career?
Do you sing? You mean you don't have to?
I mean, I don't really either until I did. Just kidding.
Can you do the splits?
A whole list of qualifications. So, no, that was a pretty good episode.
It was.
We talked way more about different things than I thought we would.
Yeah.
So.
I think we covered everybody. Loris came back onto the scene.
That's good. In her disco dress.
Yeah. Ice skating disco dress. Polly was there too, Yeah.
Oh, I didn't see Polly.
It was very brief. He kind of, there are a lot of the dudes look alike too. It's really going to be hard to like keep them. That's what it is. It's not the women, it's the men. Like, who's who? What's your name? Who do you belong to?
Can we, before we go, before we talk about things, some other period, who was the diva with the gray braids? Who
was spinning?
She walked in and she was looking like she's making a face or something when she walked in, and they showed her dancing later. I want to know who she is, and I want to ask Andy Cohen why she's not a Real Housewife.
She was giving like Kim Richards a little bit.
She was giving like lesbian at the used bookstore, like owner, but like owns a crystal store.
Yes.
Yeah, like if she's in downtown, like Rhode Island somewhere, one of those towns, she's got a crystal shop, maybe drinks
a lot of crystals.
A tea purveyor. I don't know what it is, but
she wanted to dance. Like she is of the era.
Yeah.
Stu 54.
Yeah. She was.
But
she might be my new favorite.
I forgot about her.
My new favorite background character of these shows. But
they showed her twice too, and it's I need a cry on. Who is this woman?
I know. I'm hoping that there's a meme of her out there already. Like someone out there in the Bravo sphere has latched onto this beautiful diva, and if not, it's gonna be me. So. Is there anything else we should talk about?
I think that's good.
All right.
For now.
And we'll talk about it all next time.
Till next time.